Hi everybody, it's Lauren. Welcome back to my channel, and I am back for another Budgeting 101 series video. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I've been talking a lot about my personal finances in the last few financial budgeting videos that I've done, but I wanted to get back to the basics here for a little bit. I've talked about the 7 baby steps kind of as a huge overview, but I wanted to do videos separately for each baby step so that you can go back and look at these and kind of look at the information for where you are specifically in your financial journey. So, baby step number 1, as a recap, is to save $1,000 in a starter emergency fund. Now, if you make less than $20,000, you can save only $500 in that starter emergency fund. Now, the point of the emergency fund is to cover your expenses for things that are unexpected, really. So the point of the starter emergency fund is to have some money set aside while you are paying off your debt in baby step number 2. So it is not to be a fully funded emergency fund, but it's something to get you started. Now, Dave Ramsey says that baby step number 1 is the easiest and it is also the hardest, because a lot of times when you're starting this journey, you are totally changing your financial habits, your spending, your savings, how you are dedicating your money, how you look at your money. And so it can be really hard to dedicate your money to having, saying, I'm going to have $1,000. Now, if you have more than $1,000 in your starter emergency in an emergency fund, but you have debt, it is highly recommended that you get that savings, that emergency fund, down to only $1,000 and apply the rest of that money towards your debt. That can be very scary for some people. Okay, so do what you are comfortable with, but it is highly recommended. Why? Because you want to get out of debt as quickly as possible. Okay, the sooner you can pay off your debt, the sooner you can start paying yourself that money. So you're not giving your money away to somebody else. Okay, you are paying yourself. There's no interest involved or anything. It is all going to you. Savings, though, has to be a priority. It has to be your very first priority here. And so the way that Dave Ramsey talks about it is you give, save, and then pay bills. Okay, so you have to pay yourself first. It is very important that you are taking care of yourself before you are paying off your credit card. Okay, saving money is an emotional thing. It's not so much head knowledge. Okay, it's very easy to say, yeah, I know I should be having money set aside for emergencies, only emergencies, and then working on paying off debt. But it's another thing to actually do it. So it's very easy to say, okay, I'm going to set my $500 or my $1,000 aside in my emergency fund, and then go, ooh, shoot, I don't have enough money to buy a new cell phone. I'm going to use that money for my emergency fund to buy my new phone. That's not what it's for. It is not a general savings account that you can use for whatever you want. That money should not be touched unless it is a true emergency. Your car breaks down, or a huge appliance breaks that you can't live without, your AC or your heater or something like that. It is for a true emergency, okay? So here, I'm going to read a verse that is from the Financial Peace University book that Dave Ramsey has. Proverbs 21:20 says, "In the house of the wise are stores of choice food and oil, but a foolish man devours all he has." Okay, so we need to be wise with our money. We need to put money aside in case of an emergency. This is talking about food and oil, things that they needed in case of things like a famine. We need money set aside in case of some sort of other emergency that is more applicable to our day. So I've said this before, but money is not evil. Okay, it is the love of money that is the root of all evil. That is 1 Timothy 6:10. Okay, so it's okay to have money, but to love money and to have it as an idol and something that is so important to you, more important than God, that is what's not okay. All right, so you have to understand the difference there. So it's important to set this money aside and to then say, I have my starter emergency fund, and now I can move on to baby step number 2. And so that's what our next video in this series will be about, is baby step number 2, which is paying off all of our debt using the debt snowball. So stay tuned for that video. If you don't have the notifications turned on, be sure to do so. Or if you're not subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe so that you are alerted when I put up that next video. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.